Here we are, back. The madness continues. We've got cross positions here on Entombed Valley. Good luck, have fun out of both players. Cross positions, as I mentioned, ST Life on the bottom right as the red Zerg, and in the top left as the blue Protoss, we've got Elfi.
Indeed we do. And what is going to happen here on Entombed Valley? Of course, Entombed Valley is a macro-focused map, but when these guys are playing on it, I am sure they'll turn that image around. They'll switch things around and try to play aggressive here, but we'll have to see. But look, chill, just look.
Well, you know, it's one of the biggest maps in the pool, so I think I should probably 6-pool. That's kind of the logic going on here. Can you blame him?
This guy. I said it jokingly at the start of the game, saying, yeah, imagine if he's 6-pools. I'm like, well, yeah, okay.
And we've got a pretty quick probe scout here by Elfi, obviously wanting to see what this crazy guy's up to. Unfortunately, he's not going to scout his opponent in the first position. He's going to get over there probably just in time to build a pylon in his main base and try to defend this. I'm sure we'll see a 35-minute game that ends in Broodlords or something. These guys are crazy.
Oh, absolutely. The thing, though, on Entombed Valley, though, you can't wall off. Unlike Shakur's Plateau,
right.
unlike some other maps, it's really, really difficult to wall off here because of the way the pylon and the ramp is situated. So, Elfi is going to be in trouble. He has not thrown down a forge yet. His supplies is keep on increasing, and now he knows about it. He knows about this 6-pool. What is he going to do?
Well, he's trying to build a forge at his natural pylon, and then I believe he's going to pylon in his main base, yes. So wants to get that forge up ASAP so he can cannon in his main base, but everything is just a little bit too late, as Elfi clearly had a plan to go for a Nexus first here.
Yeah, he did, and now that backfired. Lings are making their way across, and guess what? Life is droning like a boss. Of course he does.
So just wants to force those cannons and then get his expansion up, I guess. The Ling's going to run into the main base. We're going to have probes probably run around while they delay to get this cannon up. Forge is now complete. Let's see how he handles it. Going to attack, actually, with a few probes. Now he's got his cannon started. Going to wall off the back with the gateway. So handled fairly cleanly here. Don't lose those probes. Actually pulls a probe down at the last second. Look at those workers killed. 0.
Yeah, pretty good micro there by Elfi, keeping the probes low, the cannon's so close to finishing, he needs to keep up that micro and again pulls back the low one or the targeted one going down. And so far Elfi's maintained a 21 probe lead versus 11 drones, and he is successfully holding on now and is absolutely doing the best response possible to what he's seen. I mean, if we look at how this game has been played out from what he's seen alone, he's playing like a perfect game so far.
The problem with the 6-pool defense is that typically you get the cannon up, you really rush to be able to defend that, and then, okay, the Zerglings run away, and you haven't started your gateway. But Elfi didn't do that. He dropped his gateway to deny the Ling run around right away, so now he's able to get a Zealot out. He's actually got gas out already, and a Cybernetics core on the way. That'll let him push out and take his natural fairly quickly here.
And how is he going to approach the next stage of the game? He's got a lot of Chrono Boost saved up now. Does he spend it all in the Warp Gate and then try to do like a 3 or 4 gate attack? Does he start to throw it into the gateway? He can't throw it in the Nexus, of course. He's already at a high probe count for one base. What is it? Oh, he snuck a probe out.
Very nice. And let's see if he uses this for scouting. Not going to use it to expand. He did have a probe down there, so he's well aware that Life has taken his natural now. And it looks like he's going to go Warp Gate and add a second gateway here.
Oh, look at that, though. The cannon in a perfect position to defend the Cyber Core. Is it going to protect the gateway? No. Is it going to protect the assimilator? Maybe not either. And Elfi has to use his Zealot really well to keep... If that gateway goes down, that's going to slow down any form of attack that Elfi may have had planned.
I'm surprised he didn't try to be a little bit more aggressive with that Zealot, but now he's got a Stalker almost on its way out. There it is. So he'll be able to deny the Zerglings, and looks like Life is well aware of that, bringing his Zerglings back. And keep an eye on this probe at 6 o'clock. There's a lot of opportunities that open up if you have a probe out and your opponent isn't aware of it.
Yeah, the problem is that Life saw the probe, he checked the hatchery and Overlord spotted it, so that's the reason why the Lings are headed down the bottom left, just looking, making sure. And any form of aggression here will have to be denied as Spine Crawler's coming down as well, and Elfi's going to have to try to take a new base here, I feel.
It looks like that's exactly what he's going to do, dropping that Nexus. He's putting a second gateway up yet again. He's got a pylon at the front, but no forge. So trying to rebuild that to get some semblance of a wall up here so he can feel a little bit in control. And there's a Zergling in his main base actually as well. So Life's going to be able to use that to scout the main base whenever he so chooses to activate it.
And I just had a kitten jump on my keyboard. I'm not actually kidding you.
Really?
Luckily, it didn't touch my mic. And that's it. I'm like, oh, pass it back to you. I'm like, take the banner for me, chill.
After adding to the insanity that's going on, it extends beyond this game. We've got the 2 Stalkers trying to drive forward, take out a few Zerglings, and yes, they are going to be successful, sniping down 3 Zerglings, a 4th one coming under fire now as the Zealot's moving forward. Actually, a Spinecrawler is a little bit late, but with the Queen there, he'll be able to drive Elfi back. Has this game calmed down? I don't think so yet. I'm not convinced.
No, no way. This series can never calm down. We have a layer on the way of 2 gases here, an evolution chamber again. It looks like we may be seeing a very similar style, but look at how many lings are being produced now. And the things you have to keep in consideration, what are they for? They cannot break a ramp of a Protoss player who's walled off like this. What are we going to be seeing from these lings? Is he going to throw down the Nidus Worm again? What is this about?
He may, as he has an Overlord at the top right of Alfie's base, he may be able to swing that over and try to warp in on the right side of his main base. But yeah, you're right, there's just a huge amount of Zerglings. I doubt that's out of fear. I'm thinking he's going to do something with these, and it's going to be something aggressive. But look at this, a 3rd base actually coming down.
It's just so weird. Like, look at the drone count, it's 35, and the infestation pit comes down. That blows my mind. The third and 4th gas is complete. He's mining from it. He's at 35 drones. He could have been at so much more, 45, 50. I doubt he's scared of an attack here, of course. I mean, the thing is, though, that he did see on the natural now, just this second, that there's 3 additional gateways been put down. And then he knows that there was at least 2 in the main. So that's 5 in total. So now the lings make a lot more sense. But imagine if he'd built a round of drones first and then built these lings.
That's the only way I can rationalize it, is that he was fearing an attack, but it doesn't make sense to me, because remember that Zergling that was in the main base of Elfi? He used that to scout everything, so he was aware of what was going on in the main base. Just, it doesn't totally add up, but we've got an attack coming from Elfi nonetheless.
Indeed, and this is a very strong attack. There's no pathogen glands out, there's force fields out, and as long as Elfi force fields well, not the best force fields coming down actually, but he does create a wall with the Zealots, and I think the sheer amount of units here from Elfi could very easily just take this game.
And he actually does have +1 as well, as the Queens are forced to dance back and forth, another Spinecrawler being warped up, and there go the force fields completely blocking the drones out as the Zealots go to work chomping down those Spinecrawlers. 2 are down, the 3rd one being worked on, and yeah, this may be GG. We've got a proxy pylon completed. Elfi continues to charge forward.
This